were a group of about 8 of us looking for a piece of land that we could develop as a community garden. And we'd heard about this plot at which an old man had previously worked as an allotment. It was completely overgrown when we came in October 23. We had to fight our way in, really. And the volunteer team quickly doubled from 8 to around 16, which we think is down to the great company and the great cake. On the volunteer team, we've got a mixture of ages, a mixture of genders, and a mixture of people who are really sociable and people who are quite shy and like to work alone mostly. And we've been able to accommodate each other really well and keep a space for each individual person to contribute.
When everybody came here, there's nothing like this here. There was no pond there, no plants there, no trees, no greenhouse, nothing at all. The more I found out this place and basically brought back to life, and it's unbelievably good now. Just look, every time I come down here I feel so pleased with what the people have done.
When I first came here, this particular plot took my fancy. In spring they just cascade over the stones at the bottom and it looks absolutely beautiful. The bees love it. It's a really lovely spot and I love it to bits.
I enjoy coming to the garden because the people who come are very welcoming, very friendly, we get on well together. We work quite hard, but actually the most important thing isn't the work, it's the company.
I joined this garden initially when I was made redundant. I'm now working again, but it really helped. This is one of my favourites. It's just completely wildflowers. We also have a resident artist, Angela, who we've helped set up this dye garden. And the idea is to plant things that she can then use to make natural dyes for art, for material.
In the classes we've been learning how to make our own dyes using elements of nature and paint with it, which is the best part. And what's really fascinating is how the colours are just not always what you expect.
One of the things that I think we're all really pleased about is how many different people and different kinds of people, different ages of people have used the garden. So we've held monthly sessions for families around climate education, sessions for the brownies and the rainbows. And they were very excited to take a lettuce home and some broad beans and potatoes. We've hosted bee and butterfly counts in the garden and summer picnics. And recently, the University of the Third Age held the first session of their new Wellbeing in Nature group here and left us some lovely bunting as well that they made. Perhaps best of all, a nursery group found their way here from a local nursery and explored. Some local young people have found their way here. We're hoping to meet up with them and see how they'd like to use the garden more. We're just delighted that really the access is as wide as that. We've been given lots of seeds happily, and it's just a question of actually getting them sown in time, at the right time, and keeping them watered. But we are all of the time looking at how we manage a lack of water, because that's going to be a major feature going forward. We've made great progress. We've got 16 water butts now, and some of our volunteers built this lovely shelter. This time of year for gardeners is always about taking stock and looking forward to what you're going to plant next year. So as well as that in the garden, we want to work on increasing accessibility for people with mobility issues by laying a new path, engaging more with young teens, and offering more climate education sessions to different groups around sustainable living and wildlife-friendly gardening.
My hopes for the future is that we can continue to grow, we can continue to become better known, and that people will appreciate and enjoy this space.
I look around the garden now and I see all the different things that we've made, like the pond and the vegetable beds and the herb spiral and this children's area and the shelter and all the different flower beds for the pollinators. I just feel really proud that so many different people have been able to join in and make those things happen.